Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today, well, we're making a pattern, and I know it all too well. It is my nemesis of a pattern. Basically, it's a form of an arrowhead, except for the fact it does something like this. And then like the other colors here, and then the red will be there. Right? And then this comes out. And then, okay, I need another color. Okay. So then that purple's inside of here, and then this is, wait, how then? See, I think I'm already off on the wrong foot. This thing is super hard. Okay, so the red does this one first. Right. So it does that one first, and then the purple gets the two. The red kind of closes in. So for me, what makes this so difficult is I'm used to when the arrowhead just has this diamond thing and it doesn't keep changing sizes. I can't even express like how much crazier this is to try to do. Not just even just making the pattern part, like this part here will eventually just be fine. It's the actual, whoops, it's the actual making it where historically I've made just a ton of mistakes. And then I'm undoing a bunch of knots and I'm pretty miserable. And yeah. That blue's a little too something. I don't know. Somehow not feeling it. Let's try. I want it to show up and not like get lost behind the purple. So now the blue does the single diamond. See, we're making progress. We're kind of getting it. It's not end of the world stuff. I just don't like it. Right. So that's where the blue is going. The purple will go this way. We're almost to the, we started at like around the halfway area. We're almost to the top, so that's kind of good. The red is going to come out and around like this. Okay, the next color I need is a green. So then the blue goes around this. When blue did this did this. So this comes out like that. So there's the 1, there's the 2. Got it. So then the blue is here. This is actually turning out really well for not knowing kind of where we were starting and what to expect. Not so bad. So you'll notice we still have the piece on the edge. That's going to connect with something from the other side. Above the green is yellow. Let's grab a yellow. So we have almost all of our colors now. Man. I know I sound kind of whiny about this whole, like how much I hate this pattern. You guys don't understand. I made a bag that took me, well, my first bag took me about a month. And then all excited coming out of that, I did a giveaway bag. That one, I don't know how long that took. It didn't seem to have taken very long at all. And then I asked Mandy if she wanted one. She was like, yeah, she came up with this pattern and the colors and stuff. And I was like, cool, I'll just do that. And then that bag took more than 3 months. Like, it was so difficult. All right, so it just jumps to there. And then down there. And so you can see, like, this starts to go off over this way. And, yeah, that's a problem that's going to come up here real soon, where I have to start figuring out what's happening on the other side as well. So the bonus part of this is the colors just kind of hug along the outside, and it's just this, you know, little zigzag thing that's going on. That was weird. It looked like it took over the black line. Okay, so here it is at the middle. That means it's doing that. And then, is it, wait. It does the 2. Two on the inside. Oh, no, that's wrong. And then the 1. And it kind of skips. So that means that the orange is out here like that. So needless to say, this gets really, really, really confusing. Really confusing. All right, so inside of here is the green? Is that right? Because the red's on the outside. because the red has to connect over here. Like that. And like that. And then there's a purple right there. So yeah, this has to be green. Yeah, so mind you, when I'm finally done filling in all these squares, I have to go back and I have to add all the underlying strings, which would have made this video extraordinarily long, and we don't want that, right? So, yeah, that's how I will be spending a good portion later on here today. And the funny thing is, I probably don't need a whole lot of this pattern in order to make this. I really would only need the starting thing. Wait, something's wrong. Do, 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 do. And that tends to be the thing that always messes me up when I'm making it, is getting it that part right. Right. So there's the blue here, a blue here, and a blue there. It's a purple here, purple here. Like if I only concern myself with this portion, it's almost a little bit easier for me. Oops. Right, because then I can come back and I can just bring the stuff around. Do, 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 do. And the funny thing is like normally when it comes to putting together a pattern, you would want to be putting in those underlying strings to make sure that everything is going to work out. I don't need to do that because I've already made this. It was a pretty big bag. It was a whole heck of a lot of work. So I know it works because I've done it. So, and then I made the pattern for it. I don't understand. I thought I made a bracelet after having made the pattern, but apparently, I don't know if I chickened out or what exactly happened, but it was somebody had requested this pattern from me, and so I did it. And then later they requested, hey, could you make it as a tube? Yeah, I suppose. So now we're doing it. And somewhere along the line, we developed this thing where it's not just making the patterns and stuff. We actually make the bracelet as well. So yeah. So inside of that is the yellow. The yellow goes here. And then a diamond. And from yellow goes the green. Oops. To the 4, and then that. So I'm not even sure like how long this has taken me to get this far. It feels like forever, and it probably isn't. It's just I don't know why I have it so worked up in my head that this thing is so terrible. It's not the end of the world or anything. I just know that I'm going to spend an awful lot of time making this because it just doesn't go smooth, especially in a tube. It's going to be rotating it around a lot and seeing where we are and trying to figure out, oops, that's all kinds of wrong. Something else is wrong. Why? Oh, I see why. Because that was supposed to be the green doing that thing. Then a single green there. Then this blue. Did I mention this thing just confuses me and gets me all kinds of flustered? So inside of here is the red. So you can see the oranges are going to connect over here. Oh, I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff up here. So this yellow and that yellow. The greens. Yeah, so I'm kind of double checking like to see if my work is right. I'm seeing if like these greens, do they match up? Are they going to be the thing? Yes, they are. This blue connects to that one. This green and this green over here are connecting. Inside of this purple is this blue one. We got the yellow. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we have the green and then the yellow. So just making sure that everything kind of lines up and is how it's supposed to be able to make this thing a tube. And that's an orange. And that's a red. Okay, so this is the pattern that I am dreading. It is perhaps not all that difficult overall, but I'm sure to make a ton of mistakes on it. And so the making video tomorrow, we'll find out. I'll put a counter on it and we'll figure out like how many times I have to undo knots, because it's probably going to happen. And yeah, I can't get around it. So, hey, all right. Well, thanks for hanging in there with me, guys. Thank you to my Patreon and my YouTube supporters who make all this stuff possible. Honestly, it's obviously going to take a bunch of string to make this, and pretty much it's their motivation that kind of helps drive me to getting these things done. So I really appreciate it. And yeah, as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.